All right, we're here. All right, we are here. I am Tariq. I am your host right here on the live Ustream show. Let me get a couple of mods in the room before I get my thing cracking. All right, I got a couple of mods in the room real quick. Let me where are my regular people? Got Ola. Let me get Ola modded up. Where you at, Ola? There you go. Damn, I'm trying to get Ola modded up. Y'all give me 1 second because the shit is jumping all over the place. Hold on. How the hell? I'm trying to mod Ola up. Damn, that didn't work. I didn't want a private chat. Okay, main chat. Hold on. That's I didn't want to do that. All right, I'm getting this shit together. Hold on. I'm getting it together. Trying to mod up some people. Kiki Naturalista. Miss Braxton is a mod. And let me mod up Ola and we'll be good to go. And we're going to chop up some good game on tonight's show. Ladies and gentlemen, there you go. I just modded Ola up. And where's Natural Charm? She should be here in a minute. So y'all should be good to go right now. The mods that I already have. All right? All right. Right now, it's hot than a motherfucker. That's number one. It's hot as hell out here in LA. My stomach is in shambles. I'm drinking this. I'm drinking some of this apple cider vinegar natural drink. I don't know why my stomach is in knots right now. Your name is Samuel. Give you a shout out. You're cute. Are you a woman? I hope you're a woman. Your name is Saucy Sammy. Now, Saucy Sammy, are you a chick? Yeah, this stuff is good. This stuff is very good. Oh, yeah, we're going to talk about, is it Barika? Yeah, Ism Radio will be back on air this Tuesday. We were on vacation last week for the 4th of July. All right? So the white supremacists are poisoning me. Hey, yeah, I have to watch what I eat around here. You hit in LA the 1st of August. That's what's up. So we're ready to chop up game. There's a lot of folks calling up. I got my phone lines finally working here the way they're supposed to be. A lot of stuff we need to touch on today. You going to Haiti in September? That's what's up. Aloe vera water is good for your stomach. I got to get some of that. Where are my Jamaicans? Where are my Jamaican brothers and sisters? I'm going to be in Jamaica the middle of August. They're bringing me down there. It's the Marcus Garvey Festival. It's a real big festival down there. They love my movies down there. So the good brothers in Jamaica, brothers and sisters rather, because I've been talking to a lot of the sisters who are organizing it. They're bringing me down to speak at this real big festival that's hosted by the biggest radio station down there in Jamaica. And it's in Ocho's Rios, and I've been there before, and I absolutely love it, and I'm going to have a good time down there. I'm taking the family. So that's going to be a good thing. Go to Trinidad. I do want to go to Trinidad. I've been wanting to go to Trinidad. Apple cider, yeah, this apple cider vinegar is good stuff. Yeah. Yes, I'm going to stay away from the ganja fields. I know not to go near the ganja fields this time. Man. So shout out to everybody who got the Crispy game. The Crispies Biscuits game is a smash hit. The Crispies Biscuits game, let me start off with that, is a smash hit. It was the #1 game all last week on Google Play. It was in the top 100 this weekend of the iTunes, on the iTunes store. So you guys can go to crispiesbiscuits.com. Let me give the link in the room. So you guys go to crispiesbiscuits.com, and if you have an Android or an iPhone or an iPad, you guys can download the game. Get the game now. It's a very fun game. It's a very fun game. People love the game. They absolutely love the game. And what's so funny, a lot of folks, I mean, thousands of people are buying the game and they don't even know what the inside jokes are. There are a lot of inside jokes within the game that only people who listen to me will get. But the game is huge all around the world. I mean, places like Chile and over in Asia, people love the game. It's a very fun and it's a very addictive game. I know it doesn't save your progress. You got to start over. But once you beat the first couple of levels that you've beaten already, you can beat them again. The scissor? Nah. The game is a fun game, the scissor. The game ain't got nothing to do with anybody. If it has anything to do with anybody, that's just purely coincidental. Crispy is a fun character. A lot of people like the Crispy character. The Crispy character is a fun character. You dig? I don't know, some of these people, y'all naming people, I don't even know who they are. Ain't nobody gonna sue me over no Crispy game. How you gonna sue me over a Crispy game? A game that don't even mention nobody's name because it's not about nobody. It's a Crispy, the puppet. It doesn't use anybody's likeness. It doesn't use anybody's name. Crispy's just a name I made up. So who's gonna sue me over the Crispy puppet, the Crispy game? Who can sue me? Crispy puppet is a figment of my imagination. It's a comedic figure. You dig? The Crispy puppet in the game doesn't mention nobody's name. The Crispy is an imaginary character. What is it? Sue me for fucking with me. Yeah. I made the association with the thing. If you notice, the Crispy puppet does parodies of everybody. So if that's the case, we did a Scarface parody. So is Al Pacino gonna sue me because the Crispy puppet did a parody of Scarface? That's what Crispy does. The Crispy puppet does parodies of people. And plus parody and satire, that's protected under the First Amendment. So it's all different angles. There's no suing. You can't sue nobody over no damn Crispy. Oh yeah, it's not racial at all. If you look at the game, there's nothing racial about the game. Yeah, it's an innocent game for children. Children can play the game. All people will see. What stereotype is in the damn Crispy game? Who said that? Somebody said they will see a stereotype. What's a stereotype in the Crispy game? Offensive art, whatever your name is. Yeah, Crispy is a puppet. It's a cute little puppet for kids. Oh yeah, the sound bites are funny. I know. I'm just saying. I'm not explaining myself to some of these niggas in here just talking to be talking. I'm just letting them know how ridiculous their argument sounds. You know, just letting niggas understand how laws work. You dig? Man. Yeah, Crispy is the new Angry Birds. You know? Oh, the game is fun. You guys, you play the game, you're going to love the game. Again, go to crispiesbiscuits.com. If you haven't gotten the game, get the game tonight. It is a fun game. It's a very, very fun game. Do we have some white supremacists in here trolling? Okay, so what do we got to talk about? Man, there's a lot of stuff we got to talk about tonight. I posted a video of this kid getting gaffled up by police in South Carolina. This little 9-year-old black child had a BB gun. The police rolled up, and the police even said on the scanner, "Oh, it's a BB gun." So the police knew it was a BB gun. And don't ask me that again, Night Honor. No, I'm not discussing that dude. All right, so you don't have to ask that again. So, and I'll get on some of those people in a minute. Hold on. But this 9-year-old black kid had a little BB gun. The police came. All right, now drop it. Get over here. The police officer knew it was a BB gun. This is a 9-year-old black child. This is a 9-year-old black child. And the police officer was like, "Okay, I'm going to have to cuff you now for your own safety and mine." So a damn 9-year-old child. Cuffing the kid and put the kid in the back of the car. A 9-year-old child. They don't cuff 9-year-old white kids with real guns. White kids be having real guns. When's the last time you seen them cuffed? They still cuffed the kid, and they knew it was a BB gun. So the race soldier was trying to justify it, like, well, somebody reported you were throwing some rocks. And then the kid's mother came down the street. She was like, "Hey, you got my son. I mean, damn, get my son out of that car." And the race soldier was like, "Well, when we're done." So obviously this woman's 9-year-old is in the damn back of a police car, so she's upset. So the cop was like, "Okay, you turn around." Then he handcuffed the mother. And what's interesting, this is posted all over social media, and all the white supremacists who are justifying it. Well, the kid he should know how to act. I really wish black people understand that we are in a system right now of hateful indifference, where you have so many white supremacists who are so on code right now against us, and black people are out here bullshitting around. Black folks, Dylan Roof, they took this motherfucker to Burger King. I saw video footage of a lady, this white Hispanic lady, I think she's down in Georgia. She killed her kids and they brought her to court. She wasn't even handcuffed. She's in court acting a fool, making hand gestures. You rarely see people in the dominant society handcuffed even when they are going to court or whatever. So my thing is, black people, you have to know what kind of system you're in. And I've said this a million times, we shouldn't let black kids walk out anywhere by themselves. I don't know what's wrong with black folks. We don't want to get that we are in a very detrimental system right now, and it has elevated to a genocidal level. And black folks want to kind of party and bullshit and ignore this fact. This is a hard fact that a lot of black people don't want to accept. And I'm going to say it again. Black people, do not have your children not only walking around, period, by themselves, definitely not with a toy gun. Do not let your children walk around with no damn toy gun. We're in a system where they're looking for reasons to harm soft targets. Black people need to know better at this point. We don't want to accept that we are in a melanin war. These people are waging war against our melanin. It ain't about us acting right. It ain't about us stopping black on black crime. If you have melanin in your skin, the white supremacists have deemed you an enemy, and that's a harsh reality. And none of us are going to be excluded. That includes children. Black folks got this thing where we don't give a fuck. We just want to do whatever. Ain't nobody going to take my joy. That old Negro spiritual mentality bullshit. And we're leaving these kids vulnerable as shit out here. I'm saying this to black people. And even when I'm driving around here, when I see black kids, even teenagers by themselves, I get worried. I'm like, where the fuck is this kid's parents? I'm like, where are these kids' parents? No black children should be by themselves. They're shooting 15-year-old black kids in the head. Understand, the dude who shot that 15-year-old black kid down in Texas, he's not in jail. That dude is not in jail. I mean, he made that little bullshit bail. They made the bail real low so he could get out. He got out in a day. That race soldier who shot an innocent 15-year-old honor roll student in the damn head coming home from a party, that race soldier's out right now. He's chilling. You have a family. We have to understand that there's an entire system working against us. All of these white supremacists, again, just like Tamir Rice, this is not just about police or race soldiers posing as police. This is about a whole system of codified white supremacists who are on the same code. We have to understand that. And see, black people, we're fooled because sometimes we have white friends, and our white friends get to do stuff that we simply cannot do. White kids don't get in trouble. It's very, very, very hard for a white child to get in trouble. There was a show me and Peanut were watching the other day. I think it was called Kids Who Kill. It was some show. It was about these guys who were in jail who killed people when they were kids. And I caught the tail end of one of the black guys they were talking about, and they were very neutral about him. They were like, yeah, he killed somebody, he got tried as an adult, he went to jail. It was very real neutral with the black kid. Killer Kids, that might have been the name of it. But whenever they would show the white kids doing these heinous crimes, they would go through all types of leaps and bounds to make excuses for the white kids. One of the white kids was explaining why he murdered. And this is another thing. In order for a white kid to get in trouble, generally speaking, they have to kill multiple people. If they kill one person, most likely the white kid will get off. Anytime you see a white kid, a white young person getting in trouble, they have killed multiple people. Where you just cannot let them out. I mean, you just have to throw the book at them. They're forcing you to throw the book at them, and even then, there's still excuses. Just like Dylan Roof. If you have to kill multiple people. Y'all remember the affluenza dude who ran over somebody, killed somebody, and they were like, well, we can't send you to jail because there's a new disease called affluenza. So the affluenza dude killed somebody on some drunk drive. Wasn't he drunk driving or some shit like that? Something stupid. And then went out and did some other slick shit. Who did the affluenza dude kill? Oh, they just made up a word out of thin air. Oh, all the black kids locked them up, but the white kid killed somebody? Well, he has affluenza. He can't go to jail. You see, they make excuses for them. Oh, he ran over 4 people? I didn't even know. I thought it was 1. So even if you kill multiple people, you can still get off. If you're a white kid or white youth, you don't have to be a kid. What the affluenza is I'm white and I say so. Affluenza is I'm white and I say so. So on this show, Killer Kids, they had this one white dude. He was like, I think he's in his early 20s now. He's been in jail for a while. And I was like, yeah, one day I was playing the video games. Then my mom told me I couldn't play the video games no more. Then I went in the closet and got a gun and I shot her. Then I shot my dad. I'm like, damn. And the people on the show, the experts, were making excuses for this dude. They were like, well, Little Billy was playing video games so much, the video games desensitized him to pulling the trigger. So, in a nutshell, he really didn't know what he was doing. I'm like, what the? Y'all really blaming the video game for this little crazy bastard? Good Lord. It was the game. It was the video game that made him do it. It was the video game. Now, when black folks, we do a crime, it's black culture. Oh, it's the black culture that's making you do that. You did? Excuse me. Yeah, this Mug Heine, yeah, he got to go. This Mug Heine dude got to go. All right. But all these other kids, they were like, they were killing them. They were shooting their parents. A lot of them were just shooting their parents. Some of them were shooting up schools. And they were blaming everything. Well, little Johnny, he ate some Nutella on his toast. And Nutella is known to have chemicals that have adverse reactions to the brain. I mean, they blame video games. They blame food. They blame sunscreen. Well, he had on sunscreen that was blocking his pineal gland, and that made him hallucinate. I mean, every goddamn excuse you can think of for these white kids killing people. It was so sympathetic to them. And they tried to do the same thing with Dylan Roof. Understand that. Remember that. They tried to do the same thing with Dylan Roof. One of them judges tried to say that Dylan Roof wasn't fit mentally to go to trial, and Dylan Roof was like, no, I'm fine. I want to go to trial. Dylan Roof damn near begged to go to trial and go to jail. So unfortunately, black folks, that's the system we live in. Oh yeah, the Twinkie defense. If a white kid shoots somebody or does any crime, and for a white kid to get in a little trouble, they have to have done something heinous. And they can still get off. Our children, it's just the opposite. And that's what we have to understand. We got to understand that when you hang out with white friends. And that brings me to this brother who went over to Greece. What's the brother's name? Is it Bakari Henderson? He's a brother from Texas. I think he was an athlete. This brother, he was with a lot of Beckys. I saw his Facebook page, and this brother had a lot of white girl love going on. He had a lot of white friends, and him and his friends, they were over there in Greece. And this part of Greece, what's the name of that island? Starts with the Z. I'm very bad at my pronunciation sometimes. But Bakari Henderson, and I hope I'm pronouncing his name right. Bakari, right. He's over here, and what's the name of that part of Greece? Because I want to get these names right so people can kind of research this stuff. Let me go to my Twitter, because sometimes there's a delay. Because I tweeted about this earlier. But his name is Bakari Henderson, and the island it's an island off Greece, Zakynthos. What is it called? Is that the right name of it? Zakynthos Island. Zakynthos Island. I think that's how you pronounce it. Zakynthos. And understand now, Zakynthos is known for a lot of racial incidents over there in Greece, by the way. Now, the mainstream media, they're kind of leaving that out. So the story is this brother, he was at a bar over in Zakynthos. Some Serbian guys or some other guys started an argument with him in a bar. There was a big bar fight where the security guard got involved, some other guys, the bartender even got involved, and they ended up beating this brother to death. They beat the brother to death. They used brass knuckles or whatever, and from what I understand, I think the people have been arrested, and they're talking about they're Serbian and all this old stuff. And what's interesting, nobody over here is condemning that. You got an American citizen who was killed in a foreign nation. And no officials are saying anything. Y'all remember when Otto Warmbier, I think that's his last name. The guy, the white dude who went over there to North Korea acting a fool, vandalizing shit. Then they put him in jail, I think, and then he came back in a coma. Boy, all hell broke loose. The dude who went over there vandalizing shit in North Korea, North Korea. He got killed, or they sent him back in a coma. Dude, Trump spoke out. All the politicians spoke out. Everybody had a field day. They start talking about sanctions against North Korea. Boy, all hell broke loose when this dude who went over there committing a crime, knowing he was doing some slick shit, should not have done it. Oh, he got coverage. They acted like he was an American hero. They acted like this dude was some kind of American hero. This dude went over there vandalizing shit, trying to be slick, trying to be funny, and disrespect these people in their country, which you don't do. You don't do no shit like that, especially in a nation that's hostile to your home nation, and there's already a rip, and you going over there thinking you're going to be cute, and then got yourself fucked up in the game. But they acted a fool when Otto was over there. And again, those people didn't know if Otto was an intelligence agent trying to get information. They didn't know what, He was a threat to them, to national security over there. If somebody over from another country came over here and did some shit like that, we would treat them as a national threat. But just like Natalie Holloway, she went out of town, an American citizen. You get killed on a foreign soil. People act a fool about that shit. And remember, when Natalie Holloway got killed, I remember this like it was yesterday because I've been to Aruba before, and I know that whole little area. They started gaffling brothers up over there big time. A lot of y'all might not remember, but when Natalie Holloway got missing over there in Aruba, they started arresting a bunch of brothers over there who didn't have shit to do with nothing. It was that crazy ass white boy from Holland, I think. Vandersloot, his crazy ass, who ended up killing somebody else. Again, he had to kill multiple people before he went to jail. I keep telling y'all that's the theory. A person from the dominant society, for them to get in trouble, you got to kill multiple people. Because Vandersloot, he basically admitted to killing Natalie Holloway. He admitted the shit. And they still wouldn't put that dude in jail. He had to kill another person for him to go to jail down in Peru. In Peru, the government like, hey, fuck Holland and all that. He ain't going nowhere. We got his ass. So people in the dominant society, they go around killing whatever. But my brother over here in Greece, who got killed in Greece, the mainstream media, this is an American citizen who got killed on foreign soil. You dig? And the thing is, understand something about Greece. Greece, they have a large white supremacist organization called Golden Dawn. They got a large white supremacist group. And when I mean white supremacists, I'm talking about like neo-Nazi. They got like neo-Nazi flags and they do Hitler salutes over there in Greece. It's called Golden Dawn. And as a matter of fact, Golden Dawn and some other neo-Nazi groups were supporters of Trump. They openly endorsed Trump. So it's team white supremacy over there big time. Research these names I'm saying. I'm not pulling names out my ass. Research these names. And research these groups endorsing Donald Trump. You dig? But the thing is, you know what it was over there? The reason why that brother got killed. This is what it looks like to me. This is what I think it is. This is what it smells like. This brother was up there in a club out there in Greece, chilling with his white friends, oblivious to the system of white supremacy. See, you got to be on alert all the time in a system of white supremacy everywhere you are where there are people in the dominant society. So he's over there chilling at the club, and some of them white girls was over there choosing up on his ass. That brother was over there getting chose up by white girls at that bar. Some white supremacist males got salty about it and ran up on the brother with the rah-rah shit and basically lynched him. That's all it was. That's what it sounds like. He was out there hollering at them white girls. And let me tell you something, black dudes know when you travel, women in all these other countries as a black dude, they choose hard. You go to places and these women be choosing up hard, and the problem is he out there by himself with his white friends, and understand, your white friends ain't gonna really save you like that. That's unfortunate. Brothers gotta understand that. Your white friends will charge you to the fucking game if you get out here and get into some bullshit with somebody. They ain't gonna jump in. Like, it's supposed to be this bar fight, but he the only one who got killed. So that's all it was. He was up there at the club. Some white girls was choosing up on this dude, and some white dudes got salty and stepped to him. That's all it was. That's what it sounds like. Why do they choose hard? Because see, when black men, especially American black men, when you go to places in different countries or whatever, you're seen as exotic. You notice, for example, if you meet a woman, guys, from another country, and she has an accent, that shit sounds sexy because it's different and there's an exotic thing to that. Like if you meet a woman over here who has an English accent, that shit is sexy because it's not something that we see every day. You might meet a woman who has a Russian accent, that seems kind of sexy because it's a foreign accent and it's something different. It's the same thing overseas. A lot of times when dudes go overseas and they hear an American accent, it's the same thing. That shit is exotic and sexy, especially coming from a black person. You dig? It's the same thing over there. So, and they see American black people on TV all the time. They see rappers, they see the Will Smiths and the Denzels and all that. So a lot of times they've never seen an American black person like that. So you become exotic, you become that dude. I've been places, dude. I've been places they've never seen an American black person. We went to Easter Island, and a lady at a restaurant was just staring at us. She's like, and I'm with my lady. I'm like, hey, what's up? I've never seen an American black person before. All right. How do you fucking do? I mean, I don't know. You dig? So they've never seen that before, an American black person, because American black people don't really travel like that, unless you're in the military or whatever, and that's why so many military brothers be getting all these women overseas. Military dudes will tell you, if you got a family member in the military, they'll tell you, when they go places, those women be choosing goddamn heavy. They choose heavy, and especially in those European nations. They choose heavy. Now understand, even in those European nations, you still got white supremacy. Say it's also sexy when they know you got the American dollar. No, that's for the white dudes. So they know how to catch a white dude who's tricking out over there. They know how to catch one of them. But with the brothers, like if you go to a club or whatever, they choose heavy. They choose heavy. And even with sisters too. When sisters go over there to Europe, American black women, you go over there, them dudes be choosing heavy, especially in France. And I've talked about that a lot. If you're a black woman, especially if you're a dark-skinned, skinny black woman, and you go to France, shit, them dudes be on your ass. They be on your ass. That shit is exotic. They be on some Pepe Le Pew shit. Oui. You're so beautiful. But the point is, this brother was over there by himself, and he really didn't understand the dynamics of white supremacy. You can't be out here by yourself like that, hanging out with all of these people in the dominant society and not knowing what white supremacy consists of. See, black people, we think just because we got a couple of white friends, we think just because our white friends are even nice to us, that they cannot be practicing white supremacy. There's this one white girl. Her name is Lacey Green. I think Lacey might be from Canada or whatever. She's a white feminist, young white feminist. Now, Lacey Green made a video a few months ago, it might have been last year, and it went viral, and a lot of black people were co-signing it, where she was talking about how racism still affects black people. And she was talking about, yeah, racism is still a big issue. You know, black people are still discriminated against. Black people are disproportionately put in jail. I mean, she was doing the whole bleeding heart liberal thing. And I remember a lot of people sending me the video. You say Lacey Green is half Iranian? Okay. So she's doing the whole liberal thing. Yeah, black people really have it bad, so we have to stop saying racism doesn't exist, and racism affects black people. And black people are co-signing her. And look, I learned from the best, Dr. Welsing, Neely Fuller, and they always say, you don't get an A for effort. You don't get an A for effort. Because, yeah, she's a feminist. A lot of black folks were caping for her. A lot of black people were caping for her. They were like, oh, we got us a good white liberal friend. And she's a white feminist. Girl power, girl. Lacey Green is doing all the whole liberal white feminist bullshit. Black folks are patting her on the back. She's doing the Tim Wise thing. Tim Wise does that. He speaks up for black causes and he speaks out against white racism. Never offer solutions. And Neely Fuller and Dr. Welsing spoke out against Tim Wise. And again, I've talked about Tim Wise because I used to fuck with Tim Wise, but then Tim Wise started talking some white supremacist shit. You dig? And our brother Gus T. Renegade told us about Tim Wise. He said, we got to watch out for Tim Wise. Tim Wise is a very refined white supremacist. Don't let him fool you with all that white savior shit. And that's the thing that gets us all the time. People like Tim Wise, people like Lacey Green, who come through with the whole white savior thing. I know what you black people are going through. I sympathize with your cause. I'm going to champion your black cause. You know, Lacey Green's boyfriend, I think his name is Steve Ray Gunn, right? She's dating this dude named Steve Ray Gunn. I think that's his name. This dude is a major suspect white supremacist. This dude he's a YouTuber too. He has video after video of him just shitting on black folks. And he tries to be slick by hiding it under the guise of criticizing Black Lives Matter. Like, yeah, Black Lives Matter, they're dumb. Black Lives Matter is a bunch of cunts. He's one of them. Who's always slick talking black folks. That's her dude. And this Lacey chick is clicked in with all of these other YouTube fucking racists, including Cunty, all of those dudes. Chris Ray Gunn, that's his name. It wasn't Stevie, I said Stevie Ray Gunn. Chris Ray Gunn. Chris Ray Gunn. I'm going to get on Charles Payne in a minute. So her dude says all types of foul shit, and she's with all of these other suspected white supremacists who talk crazy about black folks, and she was arguing with me on Twitter for going in on her little friends, and she was trying to downplay some of her friends' racism. She was like, he wasn't really racist. Sometimes my friend is just a little cray-cray. I'm like, you're cray-cray. He's saying all types of real slick shit about black people. What the fuck are you talking about? So she's another fake, pretend liberal, fake white feminist who try to use this refined racism against black folks. Yeah, that's her dude, Chris Ray Gunn. Have you seen? He talks real slick about black folks. You dig? And these white supremacists, they're real big on YouTube now. And they keep trying to change the name of their movement as alt-right. And now the alt-right, we know what that is. Now they're trying to call themselves the skeptic community. All of it is different names for white supremacy. They're nothing but a bunch of fucking white supremacists on YouTube. That's why they all hate me. There are thousands and thousands and thousands. Somebody said Lacey Green has turned alt-right. She's so clicked in with all these people. That's why all of that bleeding heart liberal shit was just a smokescreen. They always play good cop and bad cop with us, and they're on the same team. They've been doing that shit for 500 years. That's an old tactic. That's that old missionary trick where the missionary comes in, oh my God, you don't have no food. I'm here to help you. I'm going to help you get food. I'm going to help you get some food because you've been oppressed by those bad people over there in Europe. I'm from Europe and I'm not like them. And then she goes back and get the military. The military and the missionaries work hand in hand. The missionaries go in first and then the military comes in. Oh yeah, he's on that Kekistan. Oh, he got all that Kekistan Nazi flag shit on his page. Oh, he's clicked in with all of that shit. Her dude. Don't let nobody fool you with that bleeding heart liberal shit. And Lacey Green is very dangerous. She's dangerous because she plays the good cop with those white supremacists. She plays good cop, and that's the one you got to watch out for. All these stupid white supremacists just talking shit now. They're whatever. But the ones like Lacey who goes in smiling, I'm here to help you. But you're still team white supremacy, I'm watching you. All that Pepe the Frog shit where they try to laugh at all. We're just trolling. And that's what Lacey told me when I was talking about her friends. They're just low-key trolling, Tariq. And then she was like, because I was exposing her bullshit. And she was telling me, well, look, Tariq, how about you and I go talk it over a cup of coffee? Woman, I ain't about to meet you for no damn cup of coffee. So you can see me somewhere and then cry rape? Fuck out of here. You ain't about to get me in a trick bag with your ass. Yeah, she told me, you see it on Twitter. Y'all look at my Twitter feed. Come on, meet her for a cup of coffee so we can talk it over. Please. You out your goddamn mind. And I'm going to meet you somewhere. So you can have a bullshit story. Oh my God, it was Tariq and 7 other Negroes and they had their cocks out and they beat me with their cocks. Fuck out of here. Hell no. Oh yeah, that cup of coffee like they had to put me in the sunken place. You out of your damn mind. Let me retweet it. Y'all follow me on Twitter. I'm going to retweet it right now. Hold on. Hold on, I'm going to tweet it. Just so y'all don't think I'm bullshit. Hold on. Y'all bear with me. Hold on. Well, she tweeted me that bullshit. Now, look, I won't be able to find it now. Hold on. Let me find that tweet. Her bullshit ass. Yeah, and her suspected racist ass dude. Racist, man, he said some vile shit about black folks. Okay, hold on. Where's her ass at? And she's all clicked in with Cunty and all these dudes. Who says all types of anti-black bullshit. But she's a friend of the black community. Get the fuck out of here. Black folks are going to have to learn and not to fall for that game, man. Well, where's the tweet she sent me? What's the name? Hold on. I'm looking for it right now. Hold on. There we go. There you go. Hold on. Okay, here it is. Hold on. I'm retweeting it. All right. Let's meet up for coffee. I just retweeted it on my page. Let's meet up for coffee. You out your damn mind. Please. No thank you. No, when I identify a suspected enemy, I'm good. Y'all stop falling for these people. Black folks, we don't learn. Let me get on Charles Payne from Fox News. Let me get on Charles Payne. There's another Negro who didn't learn. Charles Payne from Fox News. Just, the big old chunky Negro. I think he does finances or something on Fox News, and he's one of those, Negroes they push up on Fox News to what about black on black crime? He's one of them, all the Negroes there, they push him up there to do the what about black on black crime bullshit. So, Charles, Herman came, now Charles Payne, back in January, he said some slick shit to me on Twitter, and I think I retweeted it. I was criticizing the black schools for going to the Donald Trump inauguration, so I posted a picture of some raccoons with some instruments. So now you see that a lot of people, if they want to get some hits on their website, or if they want to get some retweets, or some YouTube hits, all the coons and the white supremacists, if they say something negative to me or about me, people see that they can get YouTube hits. That's why if you look at YouTube, there's thousands of videos from white supremacists and coons talking shit about me. I mean, if you say something shitty about me, you will get a lot of hits on YouTube or your Facebook or your Instagram or whatever with other white supremacists and coons. So he was like, yeah, Tariq, you and your racism. When he said something about me being racist, your kind of racism is divisive, Tariq. And then a whole bunch of white supremacists got up under his comment, high-fiving him and all that old bullshit. Yeah, I heard my dude Jay Morrison got in his ass. But Charles Payne tried to say something slick to me so he can get some brownie points from the white supremacists. They started high-fiving him. And I said, look, Charles, because Charles is a smart guy. I've seen Charles. Charles is a smart guy. He's not one of these mush mouths like Jesse Lee Peterson. And I like Jesse Lee Peterson because I know Jesse Lee Peterson. He's a coon, but he's hustling. And I can kind of respect the hustle. But he's not a mush mouth like Jesse. Charles he's a pretty articulate dude. And, I'm like, Charles. And I replied back to him. I said, Charles, brother, I respect your hustle. I don't mind you. I know you get money out these white supremacists. I know, brother, but Charles, be careful. Don't oversell it, Charles. So that was me kind of giving him a warning, like, hey, man, I know what you're doing, Charles, but don't, get your money, but don't try to come at me trying to oversell your coon little routine, because your whole shtick, if they find out that you being a fake coon, it ain't gonna work out for you. I'm trying to warn him on some brother shit, even though he's a big chunky little coon. That's another thing. I would give him this credit. Charles is damn near 60 years old, and that nigga looks hella young. He looked like a big jolly 8-year-old. He's like a big coonish Benjamin Button, where he just ages backwards. I mean, the dude he looks hella young in the face. Don't he look like he just a big fucking toddler? And he's damn near 60. So, but the thing is with him, he's doing all this butter biscuit cooning on Fox News. Story came out a couple of days ago where the National Enquirer exposed him for having an affair with one of the white women co-workers at Fox News. What's the lady's name? There's a white woman co-worker, and the white woman is married, actually. And he's married too, but the white woman is married. She has a white husband. So he's over at Fox News banging the white women. He's banging his white woman, tearing that pussy up with his little old jolly ass. And it gets exposed, and the minute it gets exposed by the Enquirer, he was banging this white woman for 3 years. The affair got exposed. She immediately went and filed a harassment suit against his ass. She said that she was coerced into having a sexual affair with this nigga for 3 years, and Fox News suspended his big old black goofy ass. How you get caught up like that, bruh? Scotty Neal Hughes, that's her name. She pulled a Patty Hearst on his ass. Boy, she went team white supremacy. She pulled one of the Cosby accuser game on his ass. I was repeatedly raped over and over again. And they immediately suspended his ass. She got on code just like that. And this big old Bama buck dancing voluptuous ass nigga, that nigga's voluptuous. Big jolly nigga banging them white women up at Fox News. I ain't mad at you, but nigga, understand where you at. You shouldn't have been selling your cooning, nigga. And they flipped on his ass, man. They flipped on this dude and threw him to the wolves. She pulled that Patty Hearst out, and I don't like to gloat over no black folks, but nigga, you gotta hold your little old jolly nuts. You gotta hold your little jolly nuts, my nigga. You say that nigga Charles got childbearing hips. Ain't no pause. Nigga's voluptuous. Ain't no pause. I ain't moist. Voluptuous is a neutral term. Y'all niggas made it something sexy. No. That just means a motherfucker big. A pig is voluptuous. No? Marvin said Charles got a Black China ass. You say Charles got an ass like Black China. Say Rob is gonna come up and smack it. Joey said Charles is supple. Say that nigga's full figured. And that nigga's thick. But dude, Charlie, come on, I tried to warn you, Charlie. Charles thought he was going to talk shit about me because he was up there banging the white women up at Fox. Look, I've been to Fox several times, even the one in New York. Even before I started doing the Hidden Colors, I was going there promoting my books, by the way. And look, I was on there with them white women. White women be choosing. Look, Charles is a straight black man. Understand, there's a reason why they rarely have straight black men in major corporations. I've said this a million times. They rarely have straight black men. Usually, when they have black men at these corporations, usually they're old, they're like old, decrepit coons, or they're moist. That's why you go to most major corporations, there's some black dudes switching around somewhere. They get gay dudes to work there. Gay dudes or moist dudes to work there. So Charles, he's a heterosexual brother. And the thing is, he got a mouthpiece, suited, he's an intelligent brother. The thing is, when you go up to the workplace with them white women, and you're a straight brother, and you got a mouthpiece on you, they cooperate. They cooperate. Yeah, somebody said Don Lemonade, exactly. That's CNN. They got Don Lemon up there. Don Lemon ain't gonna be up there fucking on them white women. Now the white dudes better watch out, but the white women are safe up at Fox. I mean at CNN around Don Lemon. Shout out to Don Lemon, but that's the very reason why they don't like straight dudes running around the office. Because even Charles, he's putting on the coon role, and it's a role. He's not a genuine coon. I know what he's getting money and pussy. I know. That's why I saw the game. And I let him know. I said, brother, I see you. But be careful, Charles. Come on, Charles. Don't oversell that shit. Because I know you hustling, nigga. And sure enough, that nigga's up there tearing up white pussy. I ain't mad at you. But, nigga, you should have known the game and you shouldn't have oversold your cooning. You shouldn't have oversold your cooning. Yeah, somebody said Van Jones might be in there smashing. You dig? But y'all niggas get comfortable around these white supremacists if you want to. Y'all get around these people and think everything is sweet. You think you got a nice little safe place. See, a lot of black people don't want to believe the system we're in now. We don't want to believe how dangerous the system that we're in right now. We don't want to believe it. And some people believe it, but black people think we're going to do what we did back in the 1800s. Black people think, okay, these white supremacists are getting more violent, so I'm just going to do what my great-grandmama did. I'm just going to coon it up. I's just going to tap dance. I's going to be yes, sir, no, sir. I'm just going to be a good slave. And it's not going to work this time, family. We're not on a slave campaign no more. Who said I'm not against interracial marriage. I don't mind you marry whoever you want to marry. Just don't be a coon and don't be a bedwench. Yeah, I'm not against anything like that. I just want you to be on code. No, I'm not the dick police. I'm not on pussy patrol, and I'm not the dick detective. Marry whoever you want to marry. Everybody ain't a bedwench if you marry interracially, and every dude ain't a coon. But the thing is, once you marry interracially, what are you still doing for black society? Are you still team black empowerment? Are you still team melanoid empowerment? Because the thing is, white people in the dominant society, they can marry interracially, have sex interracially, and get up out that bed and still be team white supremacy. They understand that sex is not going to fuck it up here. They know what's up. I am on code because I'm telling you how they think. Don't be psychologically fucked up in the game. Still get out of that bed being on team black empowerment. The thing is, what happens when black people get into sexual relationships with white people, all of a sudden you want to protect all the white supremacists. You want to jump in front of that bullet for them. You want to jump in front of the Klan for them, so to speak. Yeah, I'm not the dick detective. Because when you start telling black folks who to have sex with and who not to have sex with, what happens, not just black people, but anybody, and it's hot as hell in here, by the way, excuse me. Once you tell people what they can't have, especially black folks, you start desiring more of it. That's the problem. Nah, you start telling motherfuckers what they can't have, then you really start desiring it. And then that becomes your central desire, having the forbidden. Now, fuck all that. No. Smash that if you want it, but get up out that bed and still be on team melanoid empowerment. That's my philosophy. But the thing is, now understand, what makes a motherfucker a bedwench is not just the interracial sex. That ain't it. Because look, during slavery, you had women who would have interracial sex and then get up and slit the slave master's throat. So it was an end to a means. A means to an end, rather. I'm sorry. Nowadays, you got vicious bedwenches out here. The sex is just a byproduct of what's happening in here. Up in here, they have vitriol for black society. Up in here, they're willing to work against black society here. And sex is just a part of that. Sex with the white supremacists is a part of that. And then they become minions for white supremacy, and that's what makes a person a bedwench. Case in point, down in Florida, there was this bedwench who had a 5-year-old son from a previous relationship. She married this white supremacist male, and they had 2 other kids together, her and the white supremacist male. Okay, well, I got to get some more mods in here. We got a lot of white supremacists in here right now. Okay, the mods are being overwhelmed. Let me get some new mods in here so we can help out. Hold on. Because, yeah, we're loaded with white supremacists in the room, and we got to clear this up. Hold on. There's only like 3 mods. Let me get some of my regulars in here. Okay, let me see where we at. We got a lot of folks. Let me get my mod game together. Hold on, hold on, hold on. Let me see what my. There's a lot of new people in here right now. It's a lot of people in the room. Oh yeah, the white supremacists, they are in here heavy. What's up, Go Mac? Go Mac, I'm gonna make you a mod because I see you in the room a lot. All right, Harlem Renaissance, I'm gonna make you a mod. Hold on, where'd you go, Harlem? Where'd you go? Where'd you go? Harlem, I made you a mod. James Earl Moans. I didn't want to do that. Come on, James Earl, where you at? Where you at? Where you at? Hold on. Hold on. James Earl. Let me see. Let me see if Natural Charm is in here. Let me see. I don't see. What's up, Matty Champ? We'll make Matty Champ a mod. Matty's in the room. He's a good dude. Where's Natural Charm? I don't see Natural yet. Well, Natural must be on a date or something. I haven't seen her in the room right now. So you guys should be good so far. Hold on. Ola. Let me make Ola a mod again. I had Ola a mod earlier. Hold on. Make mod. Okay. All right. So that should be good to go. All right. Okay. Okay. There we go. So we should be good to go. Okay, what am I doing here? What am I doing? Social stream. I'm not trying to have a private chat. Hold on one second. Because now this shit be acting janky, man. Chat. I don't want to have a private chat. All right, there we go. All right. Okay. And since everybody's in the room, don't forget to go to crispiesbiscuits.com. Say Natural Charm is booed up with somewhere with somebody. All right, if y'all new in the room, go to crispiesbiscuits.com and download the new game. crispiesbiscuits.com and download the brand new game. All right, we are in this room heavy right now. But what I was talking about, what's up, everybody in Australia? We got Australia in the house. But, yeah, the white supremacists, that's their thing, that we was kings bullshit. That's their way of insulting black people, trying to dismiss our history. And also, that's a way of them trying to mock our dialect. And what's funny about that, when black people talk about blacks in Egypt, oh, look at that. Wasn't no fucking blacks in Egypt. Look at that. We was kings. Which makes sense that blacks were Egypt because Egypt is in Africa and Africa has black people and there's nothing keeping Africans from interacting with other Africans, not even the desert. The people knew how to get across the desert and people knew how to go up the Nile River from Central Africa. So Africans all over Africa interacted with each other. So it makes sense that the Egyptians look like all the other damn Africans. But when we point logic out, oh, look at that. We was kings. But you motherfuckers won't say shit about gods of Egypt where the damn Africans look like Sigourney Weaver. We was lying. Where's Jerome? Jerome, where's the suspected words database? Is that ready yet? Hold on. That's database. Hold on, because the suspected words database, it should be ready by now. Jerome, are you in the room, man? Let me check on something. Because let me holler at Jerome. Jerome, you in here? Because I wanted to let everybody know where that is so they can start getting that popping. But like I was saying, I was talking about the bedwench who married this white dude. She had a 5-year-old son. She got with this guy. They got 2 other kids together. The white dude was basically like, yeah, this kid ain't my responsibility. And from what I'm hearing, it's a special needs kid, so I don't know. They're not saying exactly what was happening with the kid, but they neglected this child so bad they wouldn't feed the child. This bedwench let her white supremacist husband completely neglect this child, where the child was so malnourished. The child would eat wood off the floor, and then the child would eat his own fucking skin because the child was so hungry. They neglected this little 5-year-old. The white supremacist male basically tried to starve this damn child to death. They tried to starve this child to death. Who's that crying? And what's interesting, the white dude, when the police interviewed him, it was just like he couldn't even hide his hatred. He told the police, he's like, look, I come from a rich white family. I don't know why he said that. He was like, yeah, I come from a rich white family, and that kid is not my responsibility. Yeah, I don't have anything to do with that kid. I mean, but y'all don't know how much that fucking story pissed me the fuck off. What's up, Siri? Come here, buddy. Come here. What's up? Oh, this is my middle son with this little fro with bad head. What's up, Rachel? What's up, buddy? You look sleepy. But yeah, the fact that Negro bedwench let that happen, that just shows the viciousness of the Negro bedwench. Boy, you got all this lint in your hair? And I think, the dude, they kind of gave him a little slap on the wrist. They're really going in on the woman because it was her kid. It was her kid. And that's understandable. They're going to charge her with neglect. What's up, TJ? What's up? You want to take a Siri in the house with you, buddy? Where's my tail? It's hot as shit. Okay. All right, take it in. Set it down. Oh, you're hilarious. Say hello to everybody, P. Nizzle.
I'm not sweaty. We just at the park.
Say hello. There you go. Boy, that forehead is glistening, boy.
I'm sweating. What do you think? It's hot out here.
There you go.
Say hi.
Ooh, boy, it's hot as hell. All right, take it in the house. All right, go in the house. Oh, go there with mom.
Open the door.
Oh, yeah. All right, T, go in there with mom.
You don't want to come?
I know, but shit.
Come on.
You're going to start messing with stuff in there. See, he's about to turn out lights, so I don't want to use my credit card here. And I'm about to come in a minute. I got to watch power. TJ, go with mom.
Oh, I forgot about power.
I know, don't start. I know you want. I'm going to be in there with you in a minute.
Come on.
I'm going to come kick it with you.
Come on, we got to go take a bath.
All right. Man. Okay, now they mad. Okay. So they wanted to kick it with Dad. Oh, man, it's hot. There was a power outage last night out here. There was a big power outage all over, like, the Valley area and all over L.A., man. And, nigga, it was burning damn hot last night. Traffic was jacked up. It was crazy out here in L.A. It was crazy out here in L.A. But like I was talking about this bedwench. I'm talking about this bedwench. The fact that this bedwench sat here with her white supremacist dude and they starved this black child to death, and that was because he said that it's not his responsibility, so she went along with starving this kid. They were hoping that they would starve the kid to death. They were hoping to starve that damn baby to death. And they said the kid was under 25 pounds. He couldn't talk, walk. And that's just, that shit burns my fucking ass, man. That burns my fucking ass, dude. y'all don't understand how vicious these bed wenches are, man. That's y'all. I've been warning you guys about bed wenches for a long time. There's a reason why I go in on them. These bed wenches, man, y'all don't know how damn vicious they are. These bed wenches, a lot of them are evil like that, dude. Dude, they are cancerous to black society. I'm telling y'all, man, y'all don't. These bed wenches get up with these white supremacist dudes. These white supremacist dudes, they have these women doing all types of shit, man. I'm telling y'all, these bed wenches are a problem. And what's interesting, these bed wenches are even becoming problems to themselves, because in the last couple of weeks, there have been numerous cases of these women in these bed wench relationships getting killed. I've seen about 3 stories in the last couple of weeks where bed wenches ended up dead somewhere. There was one case in Tennessee. This sister was all hugged up with this white dude on her Facebook page. She's all hugged up with this white dude. She goes to a party with her white friends or whatever. I don't know if her white dude was there. There was a bunch of people at this party. She ends up dead in the damn pool. And everybody at the party don't know how it happened. It's a pool party. The one sister ends up dead in the pool and don't nobody know nothing. There was another case of a sister who was beaten to death and the house was burned up and her dude ran off with the kids. A white dude. She was with a white dude. He beat her ass, killed her, bludgeoned her to death, tried to burn the house up, I think, and then ran off with the kids. Y'all remember a few days ago, there was like a nationwide Amber Alert, and that's what the Amber Alert was for. The dude that took the damn kids, killed the black lady. Was that in Kansas? Was that in Kansas? I don't know what y'all think. Y'all think cooning and bedwetching is going to save you. Sometimes that shit is jumping from the water into the frying pan. Yes, Ola has a link to the pool party story. That's the pool story. Yeah, the sister, what's her name? It's that holiday pool party turned deadly. I don't want to hear all that. A holiday pool party turned deadly. Was she in Raleigh? I thought this was in. It is in Tennessee. Okay. She was in. It happened at a house in Brunton Parish Cove on Tuesday. According to the report, a man said someone saw the victim at the bottom of the pool. They pulled her out and performed CPR and called 911. Reports quote the man as saying they'd all been drinking alcohol since the party began at 11 p.m. They didn't know how long she was at the pool. Now let me tell you something. If a white woman drowned in a pool party with a bunch of black people, guess what? Every one of them niggas are going to jail and getting charged. Every one of them. If a white woman was to die in a pool around a bunch of black people, every one of them are getting charged. Nobody know what happened. You notice this? Every time black people, you get around a bunch of white folks, the black person ends up dying. You see this pattern that keeps happening? You hanging around your white friend, then you end up dead. Nobody knows what the fuck happened. Y'all think that swirling shit is going to save you. What's up, beloved? About to leave? All right. Yes, I know. It's burning up in here, baby. I'm going to talk to you in a minute, sweetie. Y'all can get on that. I'm gonna go get me a white zaddy And all you dudes, y'all can be up there. Them Beckies are choosing, but nigga, you better take you some backup. You better take you some backup with you. Yeah, the sister who got bludgeoned to death, that was in Kansas. I'm telling you, dude, especially if you're around some suspected white supremacist males, ain't nothing gonna happen to them. There was a case, I think earlier today down in College Park, where a woman got killed. I don't know if she's a white woman or whatever, but I know the suspect was white. I knew he was white the minute they said how they reacted to him. They were like, a woman was shot in the chest and her boyfriend was questioned. I said, oh, he's white. And when I saw that, when they said the boyfriend was questioned, this lady down in Georgia got shot in the chest and killed over in College Park. They interviewed the boyfriend and he said it was an accident. So the minute they said they questioned him, I said, okay, he's white. They don't question us for shit. We get arrested and charged that day. In College Park, Georgia, a woman got shot in the chest this morning. Yeah, crazy stuff, man. And there was another brother down in Louisiana who got executed. He was with his girlfriend, and they were out at 4 a.m. getting frogs. It's something that they do down there in Louisiana where they get frogs early in the morning, and then a race soldier rolled up on them, and they got into an argument. The race soldier shot the brother in the back while he was lying on the ground. His girlfriend jumped up, and the family, they've been corresponding with me, by the way. The girlfriend, she jumped up. She's a sister, little light-skinned, pretty girl. She jumped up and she bit the cop to make the cop stop shooting. They charged the girlfriend with attempted murder on the police. And basically that sounds like they wanted to put a charge on her to shut her up and make her cooperate. And word is that the brother, the black man, was actually having an affair or had an affair with the cop's wife, and this was a revenge killing. So this shit is getting crazy out here, man. This happened in Louisiana. This shit is getting crazy. See, we got to be on code, family. And another thing happened in Louisiana. One of the white cops, I think, who got, I don't know if he's white or whatever, which one of the cops who got shot by one of these dudes who shot these police officers, he's trying to blame Black Lives Matter. So this guy filed a lawsuit, who's a police officer who got shot. He filed a lawsuit against Black Lives Matter. And I think they named DeRay McKesson, I think they named Netta and all in the lawsuit. And this is a frivolous, bogus lawsuit. Because Black Lives Matter is not an organization. Black Lives Matter is just it's a slogan. But again, this just shows how the white supremacists have always tried to make black folks this one big gang. Black Lives Matter basically is a code word for all black people. So what they want to do, they want to have the ability to just lump black people into the Black Lives Matter gang and just be able to sue. Black Lives Matter is not an organization. It's only a slogan. That's like saying, I'm going to sue Save the Whales. And we know that, and the white supremacists know that, but again, they are using the I'm white and I say so narrative. I say you niggas are Black Lives Matter, and I say Black Lives Matter, you're a bunch of terrorists, and I say I'm going to punish you. It's just nothing but I'm white and I say so. It's I'm white and I say so. That's why they always say I'm Black Lives Matter, and I've repeatedly said I don't have anything to do with no damn Black Lives Matter. I don't know who or what Black Lives Matter is. I don't know where Black Lives Matter is. I don't know how to get a membership. I don't know where the headquarters are. I don't know how to pay membership dues. What the fuck is a Black Lives Matter other than a catchphrase? So again, it's the I'm white and I say so law. Black Lives Matter, you said funded by George Soros? Well, who's getting the money? Who's getting the money? If it's funded by George Soros, where's the money? Who got it? I mean, everybody, yeah, they said Black Lives Matter is affiliated with the Societ Security. Yeah, they said that. They said they tried to tie her in with Black Lives Matter. They said she was a hero of Black Lives Matter. All black people are part of Black Lives Matter, according to the white supremacists. It's nothing but a code word. That's all it is. What's up, awesome brother? You got the Crispies biscuits? That's what's up. Everybody get Crispies biscuits if you don't have it. Y'all get the Crispy Biscuits app if you don't have it. But this just shows how vicious these white supremacists are getting. And being a coon or a bedwench ain't going to help you. Speaking of D-Ray, did y'all see the poster for the Planet of the Apes? Speaking of D-Ray, hold on. And I saw something very interesting. Hold on one second. Hold on one second. When does the new Planet of the Apes come out? Dawn of the Planet of the Apes. Hold on. One second. It's called Dawn of the Planet of the Apes. That's the new one that's coming out. Hold on one second. I want to see something. Hold on. Hold on one second. I want to see something. Y'all bear with me. Y'all bear with me 1 second. A lot of folks calling, by the way. Hold on. Where's this damn poster somebody showed me? Where's that fucking poster? No, what's the new one? What's the new one called? War of the Planet of the Apes? Okay, hold on. So that's the new one. War of the Planet of the Apes. Okay, hold on 1 second. Now I can't find this shit. Somebody sent this to me the other day. Hold on. I can't find it. Hate when I can't find shit at the last minute. Y'all bear with me. It's War of the Planet. When does it come out? Excuse me. Y'all bear with me. Let me get a phone call while I'm looking for this. What's up? Who's calling?
Yo, Flex, this is Darius.
What's your name, brother?
Darius from Mississippi.
Darius from Mississippi. What's on your mind, Darius?
Well, before, since you were talking about how the white supremacists always go on about the we was kings things, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, and I was wondering, whenever you get to doing another Hidden Colors, whether you was going to put in the Minoan civilization.
The Minoan civilization?
Yeah, are you familiar with that?
Is that down in South America, right?
No. That's the island. That's like Crete, I think.
I'm not too familiar with that.
Because I was watching, because you were talking a few episodes ago about the Mary Lefkowitz debate she had with John Hendrik Clark, right?
Right.
The Not Out of Africa thing. And I remember John Hendrik Clark said that he thought it was ridiculous because he said if we are going to talk about people claiming history that's not theirs, he said we can get on Greece and Rome because he said that. Hold on.
Go ahead, brother. Go ahead.
No. He was saying that Greece and Rome, he said if we really wanted to get on it, it's part of the Afro-Mediterranean heritage, not the European heritage at all.
Absolutely. 100% that's correct. Oh, yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Absolutely.
Because I remember
the Romans and the
saying
Greeks,
Go
didn't
ahead,
identify with the Anglos back then. The Anglo,
Exactly.
they were like a barbaric tribe. They actually destroyed Rome. The Vandals and the Goths and all that. So yeah, they were trying to protect themselves from them. There was no camaraderie between that. So when they try to claim we was Roman kings and all that, they had nothing to do with Rome or Greece history at all. But you know, it's with them, it's some white not say so. You dig? All right, man. But thank you for the call. Okay, that's enough. That's enough.
All right.
Thank you, brother. So I hate to cut brothers off. I don't want to lose train of thought. But yeah, this is interesting. Now we're talking about Black Lives Matter and D-Ray. Now y'all know what, they always try to, the Planet of the Apes that's always been some coded shit about black folks taking over. The Planet of the Apes, original Planet of the Apes movie, it came out, I want to say, in 1968. I want to believe that it came out in hold on. Let me double check and be sure. Let me make sure. I think it came out in 68. Yep, I was right. Came out in 1968. Charles Payne. He had the famous line, "Get off me, you damn dirty ape." Understand, the Planet of the Apes came out right around the time at the height of the Civil Rights Movement, at the height of the Black Panthers. And remember, this was the height of white flight. This was the height of black militancy. This was black people kicking ass. A lot of shit was popping off around 68, 69, around the late 60s. You had all these militant groups. You had a lot of the gangs coming into fruition. The Crips and Bloods got started at around that time. Well, really, the Crips, you already had the Vice Lords, so you had this black thing going. James Brown's song, "I'm Black and I'm Proud," came out around that time. 68 was a black-ass year. King got killed in 68, so black folks were turned the fuck up in 1968. All right? So now they got this movie about some apes taking over. And I remember the original poster of the Planet of the Apes was like the Statue of Liberty. At the end of the movie is the Statue of Liberty fell, all the apes took over, meaning us. So the Planet of the Apes it's always been a coded movie about a black takeover. All right? And even now, look at modern time. Now, we were just talking about Black Lives Matter and D-Ray, right? What's D-Ray known for? How do you identify D-Ray? What's D-Ray's identifiable trait? D-Ray McKesson, what's D-Ray's identifiable trait? And again, they try to make D-Ray the face of Black Lives Matter, even though he said he's not really the leader of Black Lives Matter, but they try to make D-Ray the face of Black Lives Matter. Understand this. And again, the white supremacists, they're very, somebody say it, moist. That blue vest, right? Somebody said fake arrest. That blue vest. Now, family, this is a poster from the new Planet of the Apes. Look very closely at this poster. There you have a bunch of apes, and one of them had a blue vest on. That's a hell of a fucking coincidence. That's a hell of a damn coincidence, man. Ain't that a trip? Do you think that's a coincidence? They got one of the damn monkeys in a blue fucking vest like D-Ray. These white supremacists ain't shit. Oh, man. Y'all don't understand. That ain't photoshopped. That is not photoshopped. That's in the movie. That is not photoshopped. That's not photoshopped. Let me show it again. Let me show it again. Hold on. Yeah. That's actually, it's not Photoshop. That's on the real poster. That is not Photoshop. So what are they doing? Well, they are slick as hell. Go look it up. That's not Photoshop. You dig? I ain't gonna keep showing it. I mean, damn, just look at the damn playback when you see it. Said the bedwench ape, hilarious. Yeah, the picture. What's the website? I mean, it's real. It's a real picture. Go search the poster. They made D-Ray a goddamn monkey. You dig? Somebody at the whoever movie studio did the movie, they knew what they were doing when they put that blue vest on the damn ape. They knew exactly what they were doing. Dude, they don't do anything by accident and nothing is a damn coincidence. They got a bunch of black apes out there and one of them has on a blue vest and is looking like Black Lives Matter. That's them being slick. Okay, I got other people showing the real poster. I mean, that's the poster. That's it. That's the poster. It's on eBay. Y'all can go to, it's a real poster. You got on the poster, let me show it again. On the poster, you got a bunch of military people in the front, look like they're in riot gear. Let me show it one more time. Look closely at the picture. You got a bunch of military people with riot gear, a bunch of monkeys, and one of them has on a blue vest like D-Ray. Look at this. Like Black Lives Matter. That is not a coincidence. And all the monkeys got spears, by the way. That's another thing. All the monkeys got spears. And one of them got a blue vest. Somebody at the movie studio was like, hey, man, this is going to be so fucking funny. You dig? That is not a coincidence. Oh, yeah. All white soldiers. They got a bunch of white soldiers in riot gear, a bunch of black apes with spears, and one of them has a blue vest on like D-Ray. Boy, these white supremacists are something else. See, you catch stuff because whenever they do something, I'm always looking at the little slick code they're trying to do. What are they trying to do? I'm surprised they didn't have one of the damn monkeys with a fucking perm like Al Sharpton. One of the monkeys taking a selfie in the mirror like... I'm surprised they didn't have a monkey taking a selfie. Good Lord. Oh boy, these white supremacists are something else, man. Man. We got to understand their codes. You got to study their codes. Everything they do, they're always going to slip something in there to maintain some white supremacy, dude. And I stay looking for the codes. That's why they stay mad at me. That's why all their little codes, their little symbols, I study them, dude. Whenever they got a new flag they put out, I'm like, okay, let me see what they got. Let me see what they're putting in here that we don't know about. Somebody said the ape is moist. I don't know. I got to see the movie. So the ADL is going after Jay-Z. Why? Because he said something about like Jewish people owning things. I was having a debate with a Jewish dude, and I suspect him of being a white supremacist on Twitter. He was trying to be refined with this bullshit, and you can see the exchange. He was trying, what was he saying? He's one of these people who make excuses for white supremacy, and then he tries to hide behind, well, I can't be a white supremacist. I'm Jewish, and my people were persecuted. I said, well, dude, you had Jewish people who were collaborators with the Nazis, so I don't know what that bullshit is you're talking about. You had Jewish collaborators who went right along with the Nazis in harming other Jewish people and other non-white people. And then we were going into a debate about the race of Jews. He was like, well, the Jewish people, we're our own race. A Jew is a Jew. What? Hold on. What? What you mean? Jewish is not a race. Jewish is a religion. What's the Jewish race? No, we're Semitic. Well, Semitic, that means basically half really African, part of the African bloodline. And he was like, no, that's bullshit. Semitic comes from the word Shem, one of Noah's sons. And when I was getting in his ass about this stuff, and I was breaking it down. I'm like, well, the whole story about Noah and his sons, that's a racially based allegory. The whole curse of Ham and Shem is supposed to be a mix of Middle Eastern or something like that. So again, these are all racialized terms. So I was getting in his ass about these terms, and I was breaking down how even over in Israel, if Jew, as you say, is supposed to be your own race, why are so many Ethiopian Jews getting the shit kicked out of them over in Israel? Why are there so many racial discrimination cases in Israel? People dealing with white supremacy over there. If a Jew is supposed to be a Jew, I'm asking questions. Because why the OG Jews, which is those Ethiopian Jews, have been Jewish people. They've been Jewish for long, practicing Hebrew and Judaism for a long time. They get shitted on over there. So the thing is, you got to watch certain people. They'll try to hide behind their religion and still practice white supremacy. Go to my Twitter. It's on my Twitter, and this guy, can't think of what his name is. But you go to my Twitter feed, and I was going back and forth with him. Yeah, it's talking about Noah's son, Semitic, Shem. But Shem is supposed to be of mixed race, according to the allegory. And also, just like John Henry Clark said, the original Jews were of Africoid. They had Africoid features anyway. Real deep shit. Let me see who this is. A lot of folks calling. What's up? Who's calling?
What's good, Tariq?
Hey, what's up? Who is this?
It's Mad One.
How you doing, brother?
The One. Yeah, man. I just wanted to say I appreciate you.
There you go, man. I appreciate that, brother.
Yeah. I just wanted to shout you out, bro. I be on your Twitter and all that, race warriors. They be trying to hate, but I got your back.
No doubt, man. Much respect. You out here in LA, brother?
Yeah. I'm out in LA.
Much respect, man. But there you go. Thanks for the call, brother.
No problem, either.
All right. Damn, it's hot. I got to get an air conditioner in my office, my home office. Shit, it'd be hot as hell in here. I'll see me sweat. I got fans on me. My home office is mad stuffy. Man. But, and the dude I was debating, he kept trying to get into this name calling. You're stupid. You're ignorant. You're speaking nonsense. And I kept sidestepping that because That's their way of tapping out, and I ain't gonna let you tap out like that. I'm gonna stay on your ass. That's why I keep when I'm debating these dudes, I keep it real polite on their ass. You dig? And I also tweeted, what was that one WNBA player who shitted on LeVar Ball and Lonzo Ball? She was talking about, what's that W? It was a white WNBA player. She was like, yeah, I hope Lonzo blow his shoe out or blow his foot out. Basically, she hoped that he injured himself because he wore his own shoes, the Big Baller brand. He wore his own shoe to the game, in the game, and she was like, yeah, I hope you blow your foot out. I hope you blow your shoe out. You should have went with Nike. Elena Dawn, that's her name? Okay. And that just shows you, and I retweeted that bullshit. She said, anytime the white supremacists, it's with black people, it's just damned if you do, damned if you don't. When you don't have shit, when you broke, starving, hungry, begging, they're like, well, damn it, black people, why don't you pull yourself up by your bootstraps and stop begging and stop being so dependent and with your welfare? Black people, learn how to pick yourself up by your bootstraps. Then when black people say, okay, you know what, I'm going to pick myself up by my bootstraps. I'm going to start my own company. I'm going to endorse my own shit. How dare you? Why would you go with your own shoe? That's stupid. You go with Nike. You're a dumb Negro. So it's damned if you do, damned if you don't. They've been hating on the Big Baller brand. They've been hating so hard, and they try to justify their hating. I was arguing with a white supremacist today about this. Well, I didn't argue with him too long. Because I was saying every time black folks are independent of the white supremacists as much as you can be independent, they just start hating and trying to shoot your shit down. And this one guy was like, well, the problem is, Tariq, LeVar Ball is just an asshole. The people don't like him because he's just been an asshole. I'm like, dude, y'all got white people in the sports game like Bobby fucking Knight who curses people out, throw chairs at people. They just filed some charges on him for groping women. Y'all look at these people as fucking heroes. Get the hell out of my face talking about LeVar Ball is an asshole. They're mad because he's stepping in there and not letting them fuck his sons over as far as the money. He's going in there not letting them fuck his sons over. And I bought the Big Baller brand shoes, by the way. I'm just waiting on mine to come in the mail. They're like, those shoes are ugly. They're too much. Fuck out of here. Nikes are like $500 damn. Some of these Nikes go for $400 and $500. You don't see people in the dominant white society complaining about Nike shoes being too damn high. When was the last time you saw somebody in the dominant society complain that Nike has their damn shoes too fucking high? Nike shoes have been high since the 80s. Nike shoes have been high as shit for decades. Now that a black man put out some shoes that are high priced, what the fuck are you doing, buddy? That's just ridiculous. Fuck out of here. Get the hell out of here. Yeah, New Balance. Oh, man, they buy high price shit all the time. So now it's a problem. Oh, yeah, the Yeezys. How much were them damn Yeezys? As long as a white corporation is involved, they don't give a damn how high the price is. How much were those damn Yeezys? Nobody complained about the damn price of Yeezys. But now Big Baller, a black man is running the show. Now the prices are too damn high. Oh, damn him for making those high-ass shoes. because they know he's going to get it. They know when you start making moves independently of the dominant society, they immediately go on alert. They love black folks groveling and begging and starving and scraping. There's a reason why, family, if you look up YouTube and type my name in, there are thousands of white supremacists making videos shitting on me. I don't watch them, by the way. I'm not about to watch a bunch of, again, YouTube is the crybaby corner. I ain't about to watch a bunch of nothing-ass crybabies whine over me. But just the fact that I got these white supremacists so mad and triggered because I put out products that are successful and I don't ask for approval from a white daddy. Now, that doesn't mean that the white supremacists just can't come take my shit, because they can, because I'm in a prison called white supremacy. And whenever they feel like it, when they get bold enough and tired of me doing what I do, they can pull the plug. But just the fact that I'm doing it without their permission. Look at Floyd Mayweather. They hate Floyd Mayweather. They hate Floyd Mayweather. Oh my God, they hate Floyd Mayweather. And they hate Al Heyman worse. They hate Al Heyman worse. Al Heyman is the man behind Floyd Mayweather. And Al Heyman is so low-key, you don't even know what Al Heyman looks like for the most part. But they hate Al Heyman. They try to throw frivolous lawsuits at him because when black folks are running the show behind the scenes and you're calling the shots, they immediately go on alert. They were hating on the Crispy Puppets game. Oh, because the Crispy Puppets, the Crispy Biscuits game, it shot to #1 on Google Play. It was the #1 new game app for a week. And they were shitting on that. Fuck your game, Tariq. Fucking, your graphics suck. I don't like your fucking graphics, dude. They were hating on that. Anything we do independently that's successful, they go on alert, man. They hate that when you do shit without them, and we're the only people they're like that with. Arab people can do stuff on their own, they have no problem. Anything we do independently, the dominant white supremacist society go on alert. Arab people can do things independently and then pay homage to their culture, they have no problem. The Hispanic community, they can do things independently, honor their culture, they have no problem. The Asian community, they do things independently, honor their culture, they have no problem. When we are independent, black people, and then we honor our culture, we start talking about African history. Oh, look at this shit. Oh, look at, we was kings. Oh, all of a sudden we was kings. Now y'all triggered. I am going to try to go to the Floyd Mayweather fight. Hopefully I can go. I think I should be able to go because I should be back from Jamaica by then. So that's why it's important that we have to continue to aggregate our resources. See, whenever we start aggregating our resources, boy, they get turned up and they go on alert. And when we start using money, not tricking it off, not being on the dumb shit, when we start using our money in a sophisticated manner that's going to start yielding power, they're like, oh, wait a minute. We got to go shit on this. Oh, we can't have no big baller brand. We got this dude's sons coming in the league as top-ranked players. They're about to bring in a lot of endorsement deals and bring in a lot of heat, and they got their own brand that they're going to pump up. Oh, fuck your shoes, dude. They got to immediately shit on it. What's up, Sunshine? When you going to be in Jamaica? That Bartlett story. Which story is a little savage? And that's why the white supremacists, they hate hidden colors. They do everything they can to either hate on the Hidden Colors or completely ignore it. The Hidden Colors series, and I did an interview with a radio station in Jamaica. We're talking about how successful the film is, and the female host was like, yeah, this film is all over Jamaica. Everybody in Jamaica loves the film, and we've never seen commercials for it. We've never seen anything about it on TV, but everybody has it. How'd you do that? And I just said it was just we made a movie that was so good that the word of mouth, and we knew that we would have to depend on word of mouth. We got to get back as black people to that whole grapevine thing where we knew how to communicate with each other through word of mouth. We ain't got to do everything. We ain't got to put everything on Front Street like we do on the internet or whatever. And we use the internet to our advantage. But just good old word of mouth. We let people know what's up. We know how to gossip about bullshit. Let's use word of mouth to get information out there like that. People in the dominant society, they don't like the fact that Hidden Colors, a movie that got no mainstream promotion at all, has outsold their movies. All the Hidden Colors films were number one. And this is the thing, fam. Let's talk some game here. We got to understand how to eliminate the middleman. You dig? Eliminating the middleman is what they don't want you to do. The white supremacists, they want black people to believe that you need them. You always have to go through them to get anything done. When black people understand, you got to get rid of the fucking middleman. The middleman usually is the one who's robbing you. When you get rid of the middleman, which is usually the white supremacists, the gatekeeper, they got a problem. That's why they're so mad at LeVar Ball, because LeVar Ball eliminated the middleman. They're like, look, my sons have talent. There's a market who wants to buy clothes. Instead of going through all of these other middlemen and then letting the middlemen pay me for my motherfucking son's talent, my sons are generating all the damn resources and money for the shoe. So instead of me using you as a middleman, I'll be the middleman and the distributor. Oh, no. Well, your shoes are ugly, nigga. So now they're hating. But they always do that. That's why I like to show people the raw numbers. See, that's why when it comes to the Hidden Colors series, and when you look at the raw sales, because see, raw sales are tallied up automatically. Just like on iTunes and the Apple Store. I mean, the iTunes and the Google Play Store. See, the thing is, all they report are raw numbers. There's no middlemen, and that's what I like. You don't have a media apparatus telling you what's hot and what's not. When these automated systems just go by raw numbers, what numbers are selling, and that's what we're going to display. So when you look at some of the retailers and see what movies are selling, that's why you see my shit's in number one. There's no middleman telling you what to think about it and telling you their spin on it. When you look at the Google Play Store, when you look at the apps, it's automated. There's no middleman. So the raw numbers show that our app is number one. The record industry, understand, it was changed by something called SoundScan. Back before the 90s, in order for records to chart on Billboard, in order for people to get money, record labels and also Billboard, what they would do, they would call around to record stores all around the country and ask, okay, what records are selling? And the people at the record store will say, okay, well, Michael Jackson, Lionel Richie is selling this week. We sold more Keith Sweat. You know, that was the process. And for records to chart, they did the same thing. Billboard would call the record stores, and the record stores would tell them what was hot. But usually, a lot of the record stores were in the pockets of record labels. So the record stores would say, well, Paula Abdul is selling the most, when she really wasn't, because they wanted to get the name up on the charts. You know what I'm saying? It was a little hustle they had. So that status and the way they would do that was flawed, because that was open to fraud. In the 90s, in 91 in particular, yeah, they had payola and all that. In 1991, this is when they introduced SoundScan. All the stores around the country, they had an automated system, meaning they weren't going to go through no middlemen or whatever. The raw numbers of the record sales would be tallied up and put into a central system, and you would find out immediately who sold the most records. The minute they put SoundScan in stores, the number one record in the country was what? Let me see if y'all know who it was. The minute they put SoundScan in stores, the number one record in the country in 1991 was who? Let me see if we got some people who know. Y'all taking it. It's a little delay here. That's what I said, Paula do. Let me help y'all. Y'all taking a little minute. When they put SoundScan in the stores, the number one record was, there you go, somebody got it. It was NWA. NWA's record, the Niggas for Life album. The shit shot to number one. And that shocked everybody. That shocked everybody. It was NWA's Niggas for Life, a record that wasn't getting no radio play at all, became the number one record based on the sound scans. And that changed the whole game. Then everybody started to really, they switched their format over to rap because they've been lying about rap sales for years. Now understand, NWA, look, that was just the only one that was verified selling high. Before that, rap records had always sold, but they would downplay it. They would just lie about it. Because you had a lot of little independent black labels, and they didn't want to let these people know that their records were really popping off like that. Let's go back to NWA. Out here in LA, there was a pressing plant called McCullough Records. A white dude named Don McMillan owned McCullough Records over on Santa Monica Boulevard. That's where it used to be. I don't know what happened to Don now. And everybody in the West Coast had to go, well, they didn't have to, but they went through Don McMillan to get their records pressed because it was cheap. You can go take Don McMillan, $1,000, you get 500 records. They talked about, they kind of, in the movie Straight Outta Compton, when Easy, y'all remember the scene where Easy was getting the records, Boys in the Hood, pressed up? He was getting them pressed up at McCullough Records. And then when he met up with Jerry Heller, that was at McCullough Records because Jerry Heller was working with Don McMillan. Now, the word on the street for years out here in LA is that Don McMillan was backdooring everybody's records because you had a lot of people out here putting out records that were selling, but and they were going through Don McMillan because Don McMillan, not only did he press records, he would distribute them and put them in stores all over the place. So you had people like Egyptian Lover, if you're old enough to remember him. He was an early West Coast pioneer. He had an EP back in '84 called Egypt. Huge record. And he was going through McCullough Records to get it pressed and distributed. And Egyptian Lover was like, you know, hey, where's my money? And the people at McCullough was like, oh, well, we didn't really make that much money. I mean, you know, we only made a couple of dollars. But Egyptian Lover was like, well, but I'm getting calls to do concerts all over the fucking country. So what do you mean I'm not selling the records? So it was like that with a lot of groups. They were selling records out the ass, but they had to wait on the people, the distributors, to tell them which records were selling, and they were lying about what records were selling. They were just keeping it secret. So rap had been making a lot of money for a long time, but they were just lying about the shit. Those middlemen. And SoundScan eliminated the damn middlemen, and that changed the rap game. That's why after 91, all these rap formats started popping up and all of these rap formatted radio stations. Understand, before 1991, there was only a handful of, like K-Day was the only nationwide rap radio station in the country that had a full-time rap format. And that was out here in LA. You dig? So, they've been ripping us off for years. They've been ripping the rap artists off for years. Rap records had been making money. But you had those gatekeepers robbing niggas. You had those gatekeepers robbing the shit out of people. You dig? Yeah, so that's why a lot of people would, sell out the trunk, sell their stuff in the trunk. We would sell stuff at the swap meets. That was a real big thing. And you can make a lot of money selling that. We used to sell our mixtapes. My Wash Your Ass mixtape, we put that in the Compton swap meet. That my Wash Your Ass mixtape, the white supremacists, they like circulating that around. They're like, yeah, we're exposing you from your mixtapes. I've been talking about my mixtapes for years. And ain't nobody falling for that damn smoke screen. You're still a damn white supremacist. But putting your mixtapes in the swap meet and all that, that's how you can kind of monitor your money. Because you would go up there to the swap meet and, they give you, here's my mixtape, give me some money. It was that type of thing. You dig? Yeah, I like the independent artists too. Yeah, and they didn't like people who were smartened up. Like Luther Campbell. Now, speaking of Luther Campbell, he saw what the game was, and Luther Campbell would start keeping tabs on the way his records were distributed. He tried to eliminate as many middlemen as possible. So Luther Campbell stayed on top of the game. That's why he made a lot of money in a short period of time. Now, they ended up fucking him later on down the line, but that's why they were on Luther Campbell's ass over all that censorship shit. Because the minute black artists started to be independent with their record labels, all of a sudden they became a problem. Just like Luther Campbell. When Luther Campbell figured out, hey, I see all these records being sold, and then we got to go through these bullshit-ass middlemen. Fuck that. I'm going to just distribute my own shit. I'm not going to get no little bullshit pressing deal. No, I'm going to distribute my own stuff. And just like Jay Prince and all these dudes who started to distribute their own stuff and work with independent distributors and kept a tab on what was being sold, it was a problem. That's why, they would investigate Jay Prince. Luther Campbell would get investigated all the time, and they drug him in and out of court. You dig? Tony Draper, he was another one hustling down there. The brothers in the South, he had his own label. And that's why you had these brothers who tried to eliminate the middlemen, making a lot of money, like Master P and all of these people. And E40 too. He eliminated the middlemen and he started to distribute his own stuff. Shout out to Chance the Rapper. That's why I got a lot of respect for Chance the Rapper for still being independent. You dig? Say Jay Prince would randomly get drugs. And they've been trying to get at Jay Prince for the longest. You said, how did R&B die off? R&B did not die off. R&B is alive and well right now if you're a white artist singing it or a non-black artist. R&B is alive and well if you're a non-black artist. If your name is Justin Timberlake, Justin Bieber, nigga, R&B is alive and well as long as you ain't black. That's what we got to start doing independent R&B records again too. See, that's the thing. A lot of black folks, they want that money, which I understand. So you go in there making a pop record or a trap record. You trying to make the most trendy record you can make, and you got white boys out here. My dude Ola put me up on this group, Tuxedo and Mayor Hawthorne. Ola put me up on them. That's my favorite shit. These white boys make some funky ass shit. Tuxedo, that's one of my favorite groups. Two white dudes. I can't hate on them. They make some hot ass R&B joints. Their shit is funky as hell. I cannot hate on them. My favorite group is white. I love Tuxedo because what they do, Tuxedo, they study that 80s R&B. They study real 80s R&B, even the way they record it. They went and got like engineers from the 70s and 80s to mix their records. So they were enthusiasts of that old R&B sound. So they really took a lot of care to make it sound authentic, and it comes off fly. Tuxedo. They're both of their albums are fly as shit. That girl SZA has some real good stuff out now too. But a lot of the R&B stuff now coming from black artists, it's like R&B trap music. Anderson .Paak stuff is good. I like Anderson .Paak. I don't like no Justin Bieber. Yeah, I don't know why. I don't fuck with Justin Bieber or his little white supremacist ass. The Weeknd, I do not like The Weeknd, nigga. Oh, The Weeknd, I can't. And he might be a nice person as a dude. I can't stand the fucking Weeknd, man. That nigga's voice irritates me. Man, The Weeknd, God, I don't like. It's not like I just don't like The Weeknd's voice. I hate that nigga's voice. It's like a hatred. I don't know what it is. His voice irritates the fuck out of me. And they all sound alike. I might not make it. I might not make it. I might not make it. Fuck you talking about, nigga? Oh, God, I just don't like that nigga's voice, man. I like Life Jennings, but The Weeknd, I hate that nigga's voice. Yeah, that's why Childish Gambino, his producer's white. These white producers, what they're doing, these white producers are studying Parliament. That's why Childish Gambino's song sounds like Bootsy. That song on Redbone sounds exactly like I'd rather be with you, ooh, yeah. Yo, I'd rather be with... They studying that old funk, man. They study... Them white boys study the fly shit. Bruno Mars got some of the funkiest shit out, man. Ola said, we can sound like Lucius on Helium. I know. Boom, 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 boom. Bang, 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 bang. I like Kim. Kim, he's good. His stuff is good. But yeah, these white producers, and that's another thing. You notice this? A lot of times, a record will come out and the record producer, the white producer of the record's name is on the title. Like Rick Ronson, I think that's his name, the guy who made Uptown Funk. It's really Bruno Mars, but it's the Rick Ronson, I think that's his name. Rick Ronson, whatever the fuck his name. It's his record. And also Calvin Harris. So you'll have the producer's name as the title hit of the record. And then non-white. I mean non-black rather. Yeah, Daft Punk. That's another white group that's inspired by that. That's why their shit is so funky. And they got people like Nile Rodgers playing on their records. Mark Ronson, that's his name. I said Rick Ronson. Mark Ronson, the white dude who did Uptown Funk. His name is on the title. Just like DJ Khaled. All right, you notice that? You notice you don't even have the producers putting their name on there. DJ Khaled is not the artist or the producer, but his name is on the title. All DJ Khaled does is say, "We the best," and then that's his record. You see, we got to get on that. See, I'm going to have to do a class about branding. Because, see, that's all about branding. Branding is very important. Branding is very important. DJ Khaled is taking over the game. DJ Khaled don't produce those records. He's not the producer or the artist. All he does is brand his name on there. Y'all got to understand the power of branding. Branding is very important. Putting a name out there and getting the name associated with something is very important. That's why the Crispy Puppet and the Crispy Biscuit game was so successful, because I successfully branded the Crispy character. The Crispy character is its own brand. And we've been developing that brand for a long time. It's a funny, goofy character. And then whenever we put out products of it, that brand is recognizable. You know it's going to be something funny, so people go and gravitate towards the brand. We've got to understand the importance of branding. Branding is very important. Branding is very important. Got to understand branding. The DJ Khaled used to be a DJ down in Miami. Yeah, but we got to understand how to market stuff. And how names and stuff like that are very important. Just like, for example, back in the day, you had Grandmaster Flash and the Furious Five. And Grandmaster Flash's name is still recognizable because it's associated with all those hit records. Even if you don't do anything, long as your name is associated with something that's a hit, with something that's successful, if your name is on it, you win. If your name is associated with success, that goes a long way. Trump understands that because Trump had all types of lawsuits and all that, but he made Trump synonymous with success and wealth. But branding is very important. And I'm going back to Grandmaster Flash. Grandmaster Flash, he goes on tour now as a DJ all over the world. One of the biggest Grandmaster Flash records was The Message. That was one of the biggest records from Grandmaster Flash. The problem was Grandmaster Flash didn't do anything on the record The Message. Grandmaster Flash did not scratch on that record. He did not produce that record. He did not rap on that record. That record was produced by the Sugar Hill Records in-house band. I think the producer was Duke Booty, one of those guys. They had like in-house producers. And it was written and rapped by Melly Mel. Now, Melly Mel's name, he doesn't have the same branding as Grandmaster Flash. Grandmaster Flash's name is much bigger because his name was on the title of the record. His name was on the title of the records. His name was out there the most. They kept shouting him out. And this was back in the days when DJs were the most important people as far as a rap group. Back in the late 70s, early 80s, the DJ was the star. And you had to shout the DJ out over and over again because the people back then would go to the clubs to see the DJ. Oh, Flash is performing or scratching at the club, we need to go see Flash. So in the raps, Grandmaster Flash, cut real fast, it's all about Flash. They're rapping about Flash. So they're building his brand. They're building his brand. So even today, that brand lives on. You got to understand how important it is to nurture a brand. And here, niggas don't know how to trademark. That's another thing. Y'all got to start trademarking stuff. Just like Eric B. and Rakim. Eric B. put his name in front of those records. So a lot of people thought that Rakim was Eric B. Yep, like DJ Jazzy Jeff and the Fresh Prince, the DJ's name went first. The DJ's name went first. Yep, so they always put the Jam Master Jay and Run DMC, they'd always put the DJ's name in the mix. And a lot of times the DJ's name would go first. So we got to understand the importance and the power of branding. All right, let me get out of here, man. I got work to do. I got to go look at my shows and all that stuff, family. So I don't know when I'm going to be able to upload my stuff on YouTube. I think I got a few more days. Again, the white supremacists got my page locked for a couple of days because I did a video talking about these white supremacists on YouTube, so they reported my page. So I should be able to upload stuff soon. I will. You'll be able to see the playback of this on Ustream, on the actual Ustream page. You dig? So anyway, y'all, I'm about to be up out of here. I will holler at you guys this Tuesday rather. It's Tuesday on Ism Radio. We will be back on Ism Radio.